Hello everyone. Welcome to the topic Lifelines of Indian economy. Like we have the nervous system in our body connecting every part of the human organ. In the same way, transport and communication are required to connect all the parts of the country. Lifelines means of transportation and communication which are essential. They make the country moving because they are prerequisite. Without the transport and communication, the country's development, movement of goods, movement of people does not happen. They are very important because they enable continuous operation of critical government business functions. They are also very essential for human health, safety, all economic activities, security, deal with natural calamity, anything. Transport plays an important role in the economy. Because of transport, raw material reach the factory and finished goods reach the consumer. They go to marketplace. From market, it is the consumer who accepts it, who buys it, who consumes it. The pace or the speed of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as the movement of these over different spaces. So, transport and communication are a prerequisite. They are very, very important. Efficient means of transport and communication are very essential for fast development of the country. The means of transport can be classified land, water, air. We have the roadways, railways, as well as pipelines, the new entry, waterways, the inland within the country, overseas which operate beyond the boundaries of the country. Airways, we have domestic airways which operate within the country, international airways which take us from one country to different countries and continents. The roadways. India has one of the largest road network in the world. It connects around 2.3 million kilometers, and Indian roadways have preceded the railways, and still they have an edge over railways. When we say edge, children, roadways have an advantage over the railways. The road The roadways can be built with less cost and maintained much easier way when compared to the railways. So that's why they have an advantage or edge over the railways. The growing importance of roadways when compared to the railways is a proven fact. The construction cost is very low when compared to the railways. Roadways can traverse or travel comparatively a much dissected or broken. The path can be broken through valleys, through deserts, through any part. Today we have the four wheeler, the Thar. Thar, the name itself is the Thar desert name, which the tire is so solid that it can move through the desert and take you to different distances. Take you dissected regions, broken regions, undulating. The spelling here is undulating, uneven topography. UNDULA. Please check, children. sorry for the correct wrong spelling. Roads can negotiate or travel or bargain higher gradients or slopes. From a hilly region, they can pass through any slopes. They can go. We have the most difficult, dangerous roads, but still they are enabling the movement of people, movement of goods, movement of services from one place to another on the mountains such as the Himalayas. The road transport is much economical or cheap when compared to other means of transport. It also provides door to door service, and the cost of loading as well as unloading different products is very cheap. Today we sit at home and order different things from different parts of the world. Everything reaches our home by this road transport. It is used as a feeder, one who is connecting. The railways is connected by the roadway, the waterway is connected by the roadway. The airway is connected by the roadway. All other are dependent. Feeder means dependent on the modes of transport, that is the roadways. Without roadways, we cannot directly reach airport. We cannot directly reach the sea. We cannot directly reach the railway station. Everything is linked and directly connected to the roadways. So, all other modes of transport are dependent on the roadways. So, all these factors make roadways very, very important when compared to the other factors. We can classify the roadways into the following: the golden quadrilateral, national highways, state highways, district roads, border roads. It's not border riders, it's border roads, and other roads which are unmetalled. This red triangle connecting Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Mumbai is the golden quadrilateral. Here we have the north-south corridor and the east-west corridor. East-west corridor connecting Silchar and Porbandar. Silchar, Assam, Porbandar, Gujarat. And here we have Jammu Kashmir region, Srinagar connected to the Kanyakumari, the east-west, north-south corridors. The golden quadrilateral linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and this is a super highway. North-south corridor linking Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir, Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. East-west corridor is connecting Silchar, Assam, and Porbandar, Gujarat. We have seen it in the map just now. The main objective of these superhighways is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. And these highway projects are implemented by the National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. The National Highway Authorities link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department. Very important for objective type. The number of major national highways run in north, south, and east, west directions. They are so many. If you look at the map, it's a network of transport systems. The state highways, they link the state capital with different district headquarters. They are known as state highways. And these roads are constructed and maintained by the State Public Works Department. And in the states as well as in the union territories, this Public Works Department lays these roads. The other roads are here. You can find here the district road. These roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district, and they are maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Every morning, the milk, vegetables, fruits, So many products are moving and they are coming to the cities. Other roads, rural roads, which are linking the rural areas with the villages and towns, and classified under this category. These roads received special impetus or push or a special recognition, advantage, drive, or a hand by the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, started during the Clean Man regime, that is Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, one of the greatest pioneers, intellectual, writer, visionary, who has come up with so many ideologies. Under this scheme, the special provisions are made that every village should take initiative and connect their road with the district roads, so that all season roads are motorable roads during the times of rainfall and adverse conditions. The roads are getting connected with the main roads. Border roads are maintained by the Border Road Development Authority, came into existence in the year 1960. This organization, the aim of these roads is to get our country's roads connected with the neighboring areas. Apart from this, they are constructed and they are maintained by this organization, Border Road Development Authority. So, these roads have improved the accessibility in areas of difficult terrain, land structure, land regard to its structure, maybe mountain, plateau, plain, valley, whatever. Have developed in the economic development of the country. They are getting connected with the rest of the areas. So, coming to the railways, the Indian Railways is the largest public sector. Entire country has one budget and railways have another budget. It's the largest entity undertaking the country's total rail network. The first railway line was laid between Mumbai and Thane in the year 1853, covering 34 kilometers. Very important for objective type. So, even bitumen of coal, therefore, they are all weather. These are maintained by the central government. The road density, the length of the roads per 100 square kilometer is called as the road density. Per 100 square kilometers, how many roads are available? This describes about the road density. Distribution of road is not uniform in our country. Some places have good network of roads, some places have less roads. So, density of all roads varies from only 10 kilometers in Jammu Kashmir region to 375 kilometers in Kerala. Widest density of road. The national average was 75 kilometers in 1996-97. Road transportation in India faces many problems. The volume of traffic and the passengers of the road network is not adequate. About half of the roads are unmetalled. They are not all weather roads. During the rainy season, natural calamities, these are facing lot of problem. The national highways are inadequate too, and the roadways are highly congested in cities and also in the regions where we have culverts, bridges, and other narrow regions. Culvert is a small bridge through which water keeps flowing through the pipeline. Now coming to the Indian Railways, the densest network. Railways are the principal mode of transport for goods and passengers in India. Railways also make it possible to conduct various activities. Business happens, sightseeing, pilgrimage, movement of transportation of goods, long distances, very cheap, but door to door only roadways. Apart from an important means of transport, Indian Railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. Railways in India bind the economic life. Entire life is revolving. In cities with the great population density, Mumbai, the movement of people through the railways, metros is more oftenly noticed, and this accelerates the country's development. Now, all the states which have metro stations, metro lines put up, there is fast movement of people. The railway network has 7,031 stations spread over the length of 63,221 kilometers, with a fleet or locomotive organs of 7,817 bodies and passenger trains of 5,321, service vehicles of 4,904, and other coach vehicles of, my god, 2,28,170 wagons. That's a big number. The gauge, the railway track can be classified broad gauge, meter gauge, and narrow gauge. And the length is here 1 meter 6 1 meter 1.676 is the length of the track for broad gauge. Meter gauge is just 1 meter, and narrow gauge is small. In hilly stations we have 0.610. We can see the density, route, meter gauge, broad gauge, and narrow gauge, and running the length which is available for the moment, total track already available. This can be brought into usage. Development of railways is very essential. Indian Railways is now organized and reorganized into 16 zones. Distribution of rail network in the country has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic, and administrative factors. The land structure, the money which is required for the laying of the tracks, and the administrative system. Northern plains have vast level of land, plains, many civilizations came there, high pollution, high density, high population, everything there. We have mineral deposits, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Malwa Plateau, agriculturally rich and prosperous region. Very population is very high, many people stay there. Favorable conditions are there, and so northern plains have extensive railway lines. However, large number of rivers are passing through, like we have the northern plains, and in this region we have here the rivers and tributaries. Indus and all its tributaries go this way, and the tributaries of Ganga, Yamuna, Betwa, Son, Chambal, Gandak, Gagra, Kosi, all these, this region is full of rivers which are flowing. In spite of so many rivers, construction of bridges across their wide beds, some obstacles are there. Still, we have wide network of railways there. The hilly terrains, the Himalayan regions, though has a narrow track, here also some gaps are there for the mountainous region. The Himalayan mountainous region too are not very favorable. They are not very favorable for construction of railways. It's very, very expensive to lay the railway line. High relief, the movement of so many rivers from Himalayas. We have the Brahmaputra, the Indus, and Jhelum, Satluj, Chenab, Ravi, Byas, Ganga, its tributaries. The movement of all these rivers, sparse and less population in the mountainous region. These are all the economic factors, and there is no opportunity for construction of railway. In the same way, railway lines, the sandy plain of western Rajasthan, the swamps or the wetlands of Gujarat, the forest areas of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand, these are all not very favorable for the construction of railways. In spite of it, some of the tracks are there. The continuous stretch of the Sahyadri or the Western Ghats, many tunnels which are passing through them, there is a challenge for the construction of railways. Still, construction is done and maintenance is going on. In spite of all this, the Konkan railways have proved an added advantage in the west coast. They have facilitated the movement of passengers, goods, services. Most important economic activity is happening from all these regions. It has also faced number of problems, like the sinking of track in some regions where the land is not very hard due to the existence of wetness or the swampiness. The track sinks. That is a major problem. The some wet stretches of land, the landslides are also there, and that also causes problem for the maintenance of railway lines. These are some of the physiographic and the difficult conditions in laying the railway track. So, coming up next is the pipelines, and in the part 2 of our video presentation, we shall continue with the pipelines. Thank you, children. I hope you have clarity with this content till here. Thank you so much. God bless.